Do you want to get better results with your Facebook ads? If so, I have some really good news. Today, I want to share with you 5 things that you can do to actually increase your Facebook ads performance. Hey everybody, Hernan Vazquez here. I'm the owner and CEO of ScaleDriven.com. At ScaleDriven.com, we help entrepreneurs, business owners with their funnels, with their digital marketing, with their advertising campaigns. We do it for them and we show them how to do it as well. So if you want to learn more about that, go to ScaleDriven.com. We have a little message there. Hope that you like it. And today, on this episode, I want to share with you 5 ways that you can use, actually, by the end of this video, to actually increase the performance of your Facebook ads. If you're noticing that the performance could be better, or if you're not getting results, or if you're losing money, or if you're paying too much per lead, or whatever that is, on this video, I want to kind of solve that. I want to share with you how you can actually get your ads back on track. Now, with that being said, if you love advertising and marketing content, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, rate, because it really helps us grow. We're doing this because we want to help more entrepreneurs. So if you want to kind of help with the ripple effect, go ahead and leave us a comment, subscribe, and share this with somebody that needs to see this. Cool, let's talk about these 5 ways to actually increase the performance of your Facebook ads. And I know that many of you have been kind of struggling with Facebook ads. Some stuff that used to work really well doesn't work as well right now. iOS 14 kind of, threw everything out of whack. And now things are getting back on track, but we've been on a couple of rough years, Facebook ads advertisers and entrepreneurs in general. But if you want to get things back on track, I have 5 things that you can do today. So first thing is to write better copy. How do you write better copy? How do you actually call out your marketplace when it comes to Facebook ads? And that's the first tip right there. That's the first strategy. You want to make sure that with the stuff that you're saying, you're selling 2 things. Number 1, you're selling the emotional connection, all right? And number 2 is that you're selling the click. That is really important. So how do you sell the emotional connection? How do you connect emotionally, or how do you actually call out your ideal marketplace? Well, we have several formulas to do this. I like to use one specific formula, which is if you want to get X without Y, read this. And that's gonna be the first line of my copy. If you want to get better results with this without doing this, read this. Or if you want to get X without Y, I have some really good news. In fact, that's how I opened this video. If you check, right after we're done, you can go back and you can check. That's how I opened that video, because it works. No matter if you're selling something on video or if you're writing copy, it works really well. So the first line of copy is to really call out your ideal marketplace. So you can use that formula, which is if you want to grow better tomatoes without using fertilizer, here's some good news, right? In case that you're targeting people that want to grow tomatoes organically. So you want to use that formula, and that's usually my first line of copy. Now, the rest of the copy, the rest of the body copy of the ad usually talks a lot about emotional connection, going into your prospects' needs and desires and pain points. And then at the end of the day, or at the end of the ad rather, you want to sell the click. You don't want to sell the product. If you're sending people to an info product or to an e-com product or to a webinar, you don't want to sell that. You want to sell the click. You want to entice people curiosity enough so that they can click on the ads. And what happens there is that 2 things. Number 1, you're getting better quality traffic to your website. Why? Because a lot of people will not be compelled by your copy and they're not gonna click on the ad. So that it's a good thing. You want to be magnetic with your copy when it comes to attracting the right people, and you want to repel people that you don't want to attract, okay? So that's number 1. But also number 2, your click-through rate will increase. And if your click-through rate will increase, that means that Facebook will show your ads to more people because they are saying, wow, this is a really good hot ad that people are engaging with. I'm going to show it to more people, and Facebook is going to reward you with lower and lower costs to advertise on their platform. So writing better copy has a lot of uses, and you can split test this all the time. You can have dynamic ads with different copy, then see what works the best. You can change the first line, and usually the first line has a lot of impact because it's the first thing that people see when they're taking a look at your ad. So try that out. Tip number 2, or strategy number 2, is to use high contrast images. On my YouTube channel or on my social media, I'm always talking about what's working right now with Facebook ads, right? I'm always talking about these images are working better or these videos are working better. And historically, I've been running ads for, 8 years now. And historically, high contrast images have worked really well. What do I mean with high contrast? These are images that really pop out from the background. If you think about it, both Facebook and Instagram backgrounds are either white or dark, depending if you're rocking the light mode or the dark mode. So what happens there is that you want to use an image that's contrasting with the background. You don't want to use images that kind of blend with the background. You want to use images with high contrasting colors. In fact, here's a little bit of a tip. If you have a working image like a photo or a selfie or maybe an ad, a banner ad that's working really well on Facebook, just jack up the contrast on that image. You will see that it increases your CTR. And again, if you increase your CTR, Facebook will show it to more and more people. So it's really powerful, and it takes you like 30 seconds to increase contrast of a working image. Number 3, if you're using videos right now, which you should, by the way, something that you can do to increase the performance is to split test the thumbnails. Believe it or not, Facebook will show a thumbnail for like a second or for half a second, and then it will start auto-playing the video, depending if you're on a mobile phone or if you're on a computer or whatever. So what happens is that if you split the thumbnail, you can increase your CTR. You can increase the amount of people that are clicking on your ads. And this is something that not a lot of advertisers do or know how to do. It's as simple as, if you have a working video, just change the thumbnail. See how that works. Try with another thumbnail. In fact, you can try with one of your best images. You can use that as a thumbnail of the video, and now you have a working image with a working video, and it works really well. So you can change the thumbnail, and that will also give you more lifespan on that video that's working well. So split testing thumbnails in your Facebook ads can really increase the quality of the leads that you're getting and the performance of your Facebook ads. Number 4, it's broadening your targeting. You know, sometimes I talk to clients a lot, and one of the things that a lot of clients are fixated upon is trying to find the best possible audience, right? Trying to find that obscure interest that nobody else is targeting so that we can actually hone in our ideal demographic or ideal customer. And I understand that, but that's generally not how it works on Facebook. And here's why. Facebook has billions of data points of each of their users. And they create an online avatar of each of their users, right? And they have a lot more data than you and I combined. We might know our audience, but they know their users, right? So the broader targeting perspective works really well, especially if you pair this with really adamant copy about who you're calling out for or calling out to, because it allows you to do 2 things. Number 1, it allows Facebook to optimize. And there's something called audience liquidity. You want to have enough audience in the pool of people that you're targeting so that Facebook can optimize toward that audience, right? That's number 1. But also number 2, you get rewarded with cheaper ads. If you're trying to really hone in into your targeting demographic and you're layering all of these interests and you're targeting all of these people, you're gonna end up paying a lot more per click, and usually that's not that effective. That is one of the main difference between running Facebook ads and running Google ads, is that with Google ads, you can be really honed in and you don't get penalized. But on Facebook, you do, right? Because they're trying to get advertisers to broaden up their audiences. So if you have a working campaign, or if you're struggling with your campaign, but you have, let's say, enough pixel data and enough leads and enough sales and all that, you can actually broaden your targeting, and that will give you better results. So bottom line, let Facebook optimize a little bit, because they have a lot more data than you and I combined. And number 5, which also ties to number 4, which also ties to all of the other strategies that I've been sharing with you throughout this content, is using third-party tracking. This is so important for 2 main reasons. Number 1 is that you want to send Facebook the data that it needs to optimize. If you're relaying too much on the Facebook pixel, you're missing out on a lot of data. In fact, you're missing out on a lot of Apple data, because still Apple is not talking to Facebook and Facebook is not talking to Apple. They're still, sleeping in separate beds. So what you want to do, actually use a third-party data or a third-party tracking tool. There are a ton of tools out there. I'm just gonna name a few, like Hyros, AnyTrack, RedTrack, Copybox, depending on what you're rocking, depending on what you're using. You can even use Google Tag Manager or Zapier to do this. The main point is this: you want to send data back to Facebook the right way. And you want to also have visibility on those conversions that Facebook do not have visibility upon, right? So whenever you're using a third-party data or a third-party tracking system, you can actually feed that information back to Facebook, which makes your campaign smarter, makes the pixel smarter, and makes the broader audiences work better with the adamant copy, right? So using a third-party tracking is really important. In fact, it's a must right now if you're running Facebook ads. So there you have it, 5 things that you can test right when this video ends, or by the end of today, or by the end of this week, to actually increase your campaign's performance. And if they do increase your campaign's performance, make sure that you reach out, drop a comment somewhere around here, because I want to know how these things impacted your campaign performance so that we can keep on optimizing these methodologies. It will really help getting more people to learn about digital marketing, and we can help more entrepreneurs in the meantime. I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.